new music. Let's see what's playing in Azerbaijan this morning. Confirmation that we've moved well to the east. This is known as the land of fire. It's blessed with oil and natural gas which seeps from the ground, igniting hillsides, which inspired worshippers to build fire temples. Around 14 hours after leaving Tbilisi, I've arrived in Baku. After so many miles of dry scrub, the last thing I expected was rain. Polished marble abounds, like an air terminal. Azerbaijan declared its independence from the Soviet Union in 1991. Baku is home to 2 million people, and my first impressions are of modernity and money. These swooping swirls of whipped cream represent the finest work of the late Iraqi-born British architect Zaha Hadid. The clearing of the homes that used to stand here mired the project in human rights controversy. But the finished building sends an unmistakable message. Baku is wealthy, international, and innovative. The past has been carefully preserved too. The old walled quarter dates back around 1,000 years. And great efforts have been made to restore important historic buildings. My bridesmaid mentions the mosques of Baku, and the majority of the population is Shiite Muslim, although the state is assertively secular. This is the Bibi Haybat Mosque, one of the most outstanding, dating from the 13th century, but blown up by the Soviets, explosion after explosion, bringing down the minarets, and rebuilt in the 1990s. The 3 domes of the old mosque have been restored, each featuring inscriptions from the Quran. It's once more the spiritual center for Muslims of the region, and one of the most important examples of Islamic architecture in Azerbaijan.
I've never seen anything like this. That beauty is created by the intensity and uniformity of this color, this green turquoise made of reflective tiles. And here, the tomb of a descendant of the Prophet, which they were able to rescue before the Soviets did their work. If the Russians thought that they could repress religion, this building tells them they were wrong.
Like Georgia, at the time of my Bradshaw, the territory now known as Azerbaijan was part of the Russian Empire. In preceding centuries, Persians, Ottomans, and Mongols vied for control. Since independence, the Republic of Azerbaijan has fought hard to establish a distinct national identity, including laying claim to a thrilling traditional sport first played by nomadic tribes hundreds of years ago. Salam alaikum! What a beautiful sight! What wonderful horses! Hello.
Hello, welcome to Azerbaijan. So I brought some national costumes for you today because we are going to watch some chogan games today.
Very good, thank you. This ancient sport, a forerunner of polo, is played on Karabakh horses. First bred on the mountain steppe of the southern Caucasus, these magnificent beasts are now a national symbol of Azerbaijan. Equestrian expert Bakruz Nabiyev has invited me to judge today's game.
If there is a goal, you wave it here, and if it's not a goal, then you wave it underneath.
Okay. Here comes the ball, here comes the ball. Oh! I see now how modern Baku is. I see how Azerbaijan has changed. It's the sport surviving from generation to generation.
Of course. That's the goal. That's the goal.
Good goal.
A lot of people come in to watch these championships, and we can feel that people still have this love to horses. In 2013, UNESCO also approved the shotgun game as the national horseback game of Azerbaijan.
Keep my wits about me now. Close to the post now. Whoa! Game over. The riders put on a show of spectacular horsemanship. Absolutely thrilling. Their athleticism is so impressive. Bravo! They are superb. A human pyramid on horseback, an enormous Azerbaijan flag. Of course they're proud. Today, Azerbaijan's national self-confidence owes a lot to the oil industry, which accounts for nearly 90% of all exports. This astonishing story was already unfolding at the time of my Bradshaw's guide. Baku, says Bradshaw, is an important commercial town on the west side of the Caspian Sea, having a great trade in naphtha. It's forced through a pipe nearly 500 miles long to Batumi on the Black Sea. All round Baku, the odour of naphtha is noticeable. Since independence, the Azerbaijani government has struck deals with international oil companies to exploit deposits of oil and gas discovered offshore. Just south of the city is BP's vast Sangachal terminal. 1.2 million barrels of oil and vast amounts of gas are processed here each day, flowing into the plant through pipelines laid beneath the Caspian Sea. The view of the terminal from up here is absolutely extraordinary. It is immense. There's a cat's cradle of pipelines, and then the plant, there are gas there, and of course these storage tanks. This one can hold 100,000 tons of crude. I'm surveying the story of Azerbaijani oil with BP's Orkan Gulyev. Orkan, from here we have the most amazing vista. For a start, the setting is beautiful with these mountains, but then the terminal is absolutely vast. How does this compare with others?
This is the biggest terminal in the world. The whole purpose of the terminal is to stabilize crude and stabilize gas before it's ready to export to the European market.
How did the modern large-scale oil industry get going in Baku?
Initially, it was with man-backed whales, and they typically collecting very slowly. The first really properly drilled well goes back to 1846. And that was one of the first wells drilled into 21 meters depth. From that time on, we got some Western entrepreneurs coming to Baku.
The first were the Nobels, the family behind the prestigious award. Robert Nobel, the eldest of three brothers, was born in Stockholm in 1829 and moved with his family to St. Petersburg. He was working with his brother Ludwig at his gun-making factory when he visited Baku in 1873.
They came here in pursuit of fine walnut timber for rifle factory. Got in the middle of oil theory here and found a fantastic opportunity for investment. So he bought a kerosene plant. And then Robert convinced his brother Ludwig to come and join him.
The brothers set up the Bra-Nobel Company, which soon dominated Baku's oil industry.
They pioneered all engineering practices in drilling, extraction, transportation, and storage of oil. The first rail link was built between Baku and Batumi in 1883, moving the oil to the Black Sea, and then it was shipped to the West markets. But that wasn't good enough. So the smart people of that time decided to build a new pipeline at the very end of 19th century. It was about 900 kilometers long. At that time, it was really an engineering achievement.
The pioneering Bra-Nobel pipeline remained in use until the Second World War, when it was dismantled. But in 2006, a new pipeline opened, which now carries Baku oil all the way to Turkey. Hello, I'm Michael.
Hello. I'm Tom.
Good to see you. So take me through that map.
Yeah, okay. We're here at Baku, pump station 1, Sengachon terminal. You can see Tbilisi, and Jotain is at this point.
And from Jotain, this is where the tankers could come into southern Turkey and take away the crude.
Yes, exactly.
And my journey started in Batumi, which would be about here, I think, just north of the Turkish border.
Correct.
And this is extraordinary. What length of pipeline is that?
The full length of pipeline is 1,800 kilometers.
It goes up and down to 3,000 meters above sea. It goes into mountains, it crosses hundreds of rivers.
This would make the Nobels gasp, wouldn't it?
Absolutely, that would make them proud and also envy of what's been achieved. This is a new page in Azerbaijan history.
At the time of my travels, Georgia and Azerbaijan were already linked by a railway, and subsequently were lashed together within the Soviet Union. Its collapse gave both countries independence and a series of political challenges. Today, though still wary of Russia, their hopes point in other directions. Strongly Christian Georgia looks towards the European Union, whilst Muslim but secular Azerbaijan aspires to bridge east and west, and Baku resembles a Dubai on the Caspian Sea. I wish them both well, and thank them for their hospitality.
Non lo so.
Sei sicura? Sei sicura?
Io non mi ricordo nulla.
Adesso stai tranquilla. Vedrai che piano piano la memoria ti tornerà. Ti fa male qualcosa?
Ho la testa. Non so nemmeno come mi chiamo.
Celeste! Secondo me tu ti chiami Celeste. Com'è questa?
L'Ubbio è piccola, noi ci conosciamo quasi tutti, ma te non ti abbiamo mai visto. Celeste, tu in una casa dove non c'è nulla. Piccola voleva dire, finché non scopriamo qualcosa, puoi stare qui con noi. Vieni, ti porteremo un po', vero?
Ma perché mi dà a vedere lei? Sono sicuro che se fa venire a mente qualcosa. A me non mi viene a mente niente. Tra cani e bambini siamo tutti esauriti. E io, personalmente, io non ho nessuna intenzione di dormire nella vasca da bagno.